Hey, what's up, guy? So I just have some questions, and the only reason I asked this question about Trump, extremely curious about this. Now, keep in mind, I'm a Democrat. Um, I like I don't have the same questions and concern if you supported George W. Bush, or if you supported Ronald Reagan, if you supported George Bush. It's like I don't have those same questions. I'm not a dumb person. I read from multiple sources about certain things. But I'm just trying to get into the mind of a person who supports Donald Trump. There's been no other president in history, Democrat or Republican, where literally you have a large group of people from your own party who think you're incompetent. People may disagree, but people actually believe this man is incompetent. And there's been no other president in history where he's called the president of North Korea who could start a nuclear war Rocket Man. You're president of the United States. Is that professional to start name calling the North Korean leader, dictator at this time? Like, I understand you may disagree with him, but how's that professional? And I'm just trying to get into the mind of people who support Donald Trump. Like, you wouldn't accept that type of behavior from me. If I'm talking to you like I'm in the WWE, yeah, they'll see. Like, you're the president of the United States. So I'm just trying to get into the mind of all the people who say, I'm pro-Trump, I'm pro-Trump, pro-Trump, pro-Trump. I'm trying to get into the mind of everyone like, what makes you so pro-Trump? It took them 48 hours to actually say something against groups that hate me. I'm your friend. Some of you are very good friends of mine. Some of you, we work out together, we talk together, we break bread together. Some of you guys are actually, either acquaintances of mine, not everybody's a friend, or actually cool friends of mine, or good friends of mine, or, borderline best friends of mine. And I'm just trying to get into it. Or some of you were like, we used to be best. We used to hang out in high school or college. And I'm trying to get into the mind of people. And some of you guys, even though we're not friends, I really do respect you. But I'm just trying to get into the mind of a person who supports a man who it's obvious that he has some type of connection or empathy to groups that hate black and Spanish people. At least those two groups of people. I don't claim to be an expert, but I've read from multiple sources. I don't just go to CNN. I go to multiple sources. It took him 48 hours to say something, whereas everybody else who's not president was able to jump in right away and denounce these hate groups, where he first jumped in and said, well, there's wrong on both sides. I don't even want to take up too much time in this video to tell you how that's wrong. You have a group that their focus is hate. Okay, but let me run down some of the problems I have with this president, but I don't understand people who support him. So it's obvious that he has something against black and Spanish people, because these groups don't like black and Spanish people. But it took him 48 hours, and after many, many, many speeches from people from his own party, like, Donald Trump, speak up, Donald Trump, speak up. But everybody else who's not president spoke up right away. But he jumped in and said, what is wrong on both sides? And both sides are wrong. And I'm like, wow. So there's a group that obviously their philosophy is hate, but you're still defending them. And it took you 2 days to actually 2 days to actually say something against them. Okay, that's number one. Number two, what I don't understand is, why is it taking you so long to approve the sanctions and follow the law that's set by Senate to have sanctions against Russia? You claim you were in collusion with them, but yet there's evidence that you wanted to build a Trump Tower in Russia. You in public said that you like the Russian president better than our previous president Obama, and now it's taking you 3 weeks to. I'm not familiar. I'm not a politician. I'm not. I'm not a politician, whatever. But I know it's taking them 3 weeks to whatever sign a bill passed by the Senate to approve sanctions against Russia, and he's delaying. It's more than 3 weeks. He's delaying, and I'm supposed to believe you weren't behind the scenes, talking to the Russian leadership to try to influence the election. You're a liar. So we have a president who's obviously a liar. We have a president who's sitting up there calling names, Rocket Man to the leader of North Korea, calling NFL players sons of bitches. You're the president, dude. You're the president. I can't even say that as a doctor. And my job is nowhere near as prestigious as yours. You're president of the United States. Okay? You also have a president who's very sexist. Grab him by the you-know-what. Okay. All right. You have a president who also talks to the leader of North Korea like he's part of WWE. They'll see, saying he's going to destroy their country. You have a president where multiple other countries have decided to keep their distance away from us. People who've been allies for decades, and he broke it away from those connections. Australia is one of them. Come on now, okay? But people, I hear people, I support the president. He's the president. To me, that's not a wise answer. When you see your leadership doing stupid things, you need to speak up against your leadership. Either speak up so they could change their actions or find new leadership. You don't just support the president because he's the president. We've given him a chance that he failed. He failed. We've given him a chance. He's never been a chance. He's been given a chance. He keeps tweeting and tweeting and tweeting. I'm a doctor. People have accused me of stuff, and I've gone in and done nothing but apologize and gone into their world. He has never apologized. He knows he's one of those people who has a raunchy way of saying things, and he just keeps defending himself. This woman has lost her son, and all you can do is get on Twitter and defend yourself without not one apology, without thinking to yourself, oh, I tend to come off rude. Maybe I didn't say it. No, he's going to get on Twitter and say he has one of the greatest memories of all time because he went to an Ivy League school. I went to an Ivy League school. There's so many people who don't have good memories who went to Ivy League schools. Okay, in certain situations. You could be a genius in physics and suck in politics. A genius in business, but suck in politics. And all he could do is brag. One of the greatest memories of all time. Oh my gosh. And I could go on. My question is, I don't understand the mind of people who support him. I don't understand the mind how you support him. And how you can make any comparison to Obama. You got to be kidding me. So either it seems like, I don't know if people are have blind support for him because you're Republican and you're going to support him no matter what. It's almost like that, I forget the name of the word. I can't even forget the name of the word. You blindly support somebody no matter what. But I still understand people who support Trump. And I just don't understand. It just is wow. You never had a president that done this before. You never had a president who done this before. Why is it that racists chose to hide when Obama was president, but as soon as Donald Trump becomes president, are all these racist groups becoming emboldened? So that's what I'm just trying. I'm asking questions, and don't tell me not to ask questions. I can ask questions. This is my motherfucking Facebook page. I can ask whatever questions I want to ask. Okay? I'm just trying to ask questions. I'm not even making any judgment. You could say I am, whatever. But I'm just trying. I just don't. It's weird to me that someone would support Donald Trump and think he's an awesome president. I don't understand the mindset of someone who supports Donald Trump or someone who says I support him because he's the president when you're president. So you blindly support anybody who is your leader but does things that are immoral and does things that aren't typical of a leader, but you support him because he's the president. Wow. What? I don't understand that. Because there were many leaders that supported racism, sexism. Okay, not of this country, but just leaders and just in general. I just don't understand that. Like, I asked a question to figure out, like, what do you see? I don't know. I'm confused. I mean, every day something comes out that shows he's a liar. And you could talk about Hillary Clinton all you want, but at least you would say she's dishonest, but at least she's competent. This guy's not even competent. He keeps getting on Twitter. I bet you any amount of money we will be nowhere near the mess we will be in if Hillary Clinton was president. Because she at least has wisdom. This guy doesn't have wisdom. She knows how to do the job. He doesn't know how to do this job. She at least has empathy. She has no empathy. She would have spoken out. She's done civil rights work in the past. This guy is showing empathy towards groups that are racist. Oh, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. And again, I'm just being very respectful. I'm just asking a question. Be disrespectful if you want. I'll unfriend your ass. Okay? Be disrespectful if you want. I'll unfriend your ass. Because I'm not in for a debate or name calling. I'm just trying to find out information because to me, this is very obvious. I make decisions on a daily basis based upon data that's presented in front of me. And to me, this is data that's very obviously presented in front of me. It's very consistent among many sources, and that's actually corroborated by people who are members of his own party that decided to part from him because they saw this data. So I don't understand how someone who has less information than people in his own party can support him when it's obvious this guy, is racist. It's obvious this guy is sexist. It's obvious that this guy has some in the bed type scenario with Russia, but you support him? You support him? I'm just confused. So enlighten me. Enlighten me. What makes him such a great president?